Hey, what it do, man? This your boy Calimar White, and I'm in apartments with my boy Parlay, so y'all better meet me in apartments.
Hey, Parlay, meet me at the apartment.
Yo, this your boy Parlay, and we in the apartment with Parlay. Meet me in apartments. Listen, I love my city, Atlanta. Best city in the world. Only thing I love more than Atlanta is the west side of Atlanta. Shout out to Bankhead, rest easy, shout out low, rest easy, we fly, a.k.a. Buddy. Listen, I love what I do, you know what I'm saying? People hitting me, you know what I'm saying, telling me they watch my podcast, they like how I do stuff, they like the conversation pieces, and I'm just feeling like a real part of, you know what I'm saying, this culture with helping people get their stories out there and speak their truth, you know what I'm saying? It's every artist has things that they want to say that they can't say through their form of art. They can't say in with their music or with R&B people. They put all their shit in the songs. But, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that comedians can't say. It's a lot of stuff that politicians can't say. And when they get a chance to sit down and talk to somebody, you get a chance to really learn who they are and learn their why. Learn why they doing what they doing, how they feel. Then you'll start understanding the way they think and the way they do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it makes everything that they say more receptive to if you understand them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad to be able to share these stories with people, and people want to be on this platform to share their stories. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with this being said, my next guest, he done been from one part of the South to another part of the South to another part of the South. That's like a trifecta. That's like the whole South. You know what I'm saying? He been doing this thing, his comedy thing, for the past 5 years. You know what I'm saying? He done been around. He understands the struggles, the ups and downs, and he's still on this hunt to be one of the best comedians around here. I'd like to welcome my next guest to the show, Calimar White.
Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on,
What's up,
man?
dog?
Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate you, dog.
Yes,
Hey, you
sir.
talking about, man?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah.
So listen, right?
Yeah.
We had to start that motherfucker. I already got that over, right? Cause nigga high, smoking this motherfucker. Nigga ain't even hit the record button. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the motherfucker still getting paid around that bitch.
Really?
But we on point motherfucker this time, dog.
Yeah. Hey, man,
They
I
come from
appreciate you
motherfucking
having me.
Florida, then they goddamn go to Texas, then they come to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, on a hunt, you know what I'm saying, to further your career, dog, that drive and that journey. We're going to sit here, we're going to talk about today.
Yes,
We're going to
sir.
talk about all your
Yes.
transgressions, everything
Yeah.
you overcame,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Facts. So listen, this is what I like to do. I like to start all the way back, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, when you're a kid, you know what I'm saying, because I always feel like the things that you learn when you're a kid kind of shape your mind to what you want to do as a teenager.
Yep.
And what you want to do as a teenager always be the focus that you start doing as you start getting older until you really lock in on what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So tell us where you from and what part of town it is.
Well, I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. I wanted to say that too. When I say St. Petersburg, Florida, I be having to let people know we the 4th largest city in Florida. Cause when I tell people I'm from Florida, they automatically think Miami. So I'm like, nah, nigga, St. Pete, we the 4th largest city in Florida. You feel me? Bethel Heights projects. I grew up in type shit. Yeah, that shit was rough growing up. It was rough. Like we was discussing earlier, like how I grew up is on one part of the town called 34th Street. So anything over there across 34th is Child's Park. You feel me? That's just one big ass neighborhood. But where I'm at, it's just like different neighborhoods over there. So like that shit was real wild. Like I say, Rod Wade, we from the same city. Shout out to my boy Rod Wade. And growing up, nigga, shit.
Is it the east, west side, north side? Like, how's y'all city divided? Because I know all cities is different when it comes to
nah, we just got north and south. Like the south side where all the black people at. The north side is like where the white people at. You feel me? Like when niggas be catching plays and shit, niggas I'm finna go across the north type shit. You feel me? That way all the smokers and the buddies and shit at like that. But as you go deeper north, that's where like the fancy shit at. So when people from the south side say I'm finna move away, I'm finna get away, they don't go nowhere. But deeper north, like bitch, you still like right here, kind of like.
Hey, you talking about you ain't went nowhere, nigga.
Like yeah, you still like kind of right here. But the south side, straight black people, like ain't nothing but niggas over there. And I grew up an only child with my mom and shit. That shit was like, in the beginning when I was young, it was cool because, you know, like I'm the only child, like she spoiling the nigga and shit. But once I got of age, it was kind of like, okay, like, nigga, you on your own type shit, nigga. Your feet getting big, nigga, like, you feel me? She ain't got time for that shit no more. So that shit made me kind of like rebellious. I'm like, fuck everybody, you feel me? So I'm finna
Nigga hate that transition.
Yeah, nigga hate that
Nigga hate that
transition when you
get
gotta leave the
everything when you
nest.
little, then when you start getting that shit, cause them shoes start getting $100, $150.
Yeah,
shit.
but I kind of got the respect. Like niggas weren't looking at me sideways like, oh, this nigga think he too good, cause like niggas know how my mama was getting it. You feel me? Like she was doing her little boosting thing or whatnot. You feel me? So nigga was just looking at it like, damn, like why my mama ain't doing it type shit.
Had the whole hood.
Yeah. So like, but still though, once that shit stopped, I guess my mama called herself like trying to get herself on the right track or whatnot. That shit just stopped for a nigga, and it was like shit, like
struggle time.
You ain't teach me how to steal, bitch. How I supposed to like carry this?
Hey, you talking
How I
about?
supposed to like carry this shit on? You feel me? So it was like, nigga, that shit there was. Then we moved to Jacksonville. So when we moved to Jacksonville, like my
What grade it was? How old you was?
6th grade to 10th grade. That was the time frame. So
by you moving, you about
so
10
all
years
that
old.
shit, yeah, all that shit stopped. Like that spoiling shit. Like once I got like the 8th grade, like all that shit stopped. Like her buying me clothes and shoes. So 8th grade, that's when all that rebellion shit started kicking in. So then when I got to 9th grade, you feel me? I went to 2 high schools. I went to 5 different high schools while I was in like my high school year. So when I got to 9th grade, I went to Wilson. You feel me? Then for half a semester, then I went to Inglewood the next semester. Then we had moved. I had to go to Terry Parker. And at this time, nigga, Terry Parker was ranked like one of the most top 2 violent schools in Duval County.
What year was this?
This was my 10th
remember.
grade year. My 10th grade year. So I don't be knowing. I just know what grade I was in. Like then my 10th grade year. So like this when Terry Parker nigga was off the chain. So I thought I was bad, nigga. I seen how this shit was. I joined the step team, nigga.
Wait, what was so bad? What they were doing at that bitch?
Man, niggas, the students was fighting teachers. Nigga, I'm talking about like not your average like male student fighting a adult. Like nigga, it was whole jumping teachers like white teachers like on some nigga. They had the SWAT team out there one day. So I was like, yeah, this shit here real, boy. And that's why I kind of like I had got involved in some shit like after I joined the step team and shit. Cause the step team, when I was on the step team, it inspired me to like do the right thing, cause I feel like if the step season was like the whole school year, I probably would have went to college. But since that shit was only like 3 months, you feel me? It was like fuck that shit. But it inspired me because our step director, Mr. Poole, he had graduated from Morehouse, so he was on some shit like trying to get the young men to go to college, and if you do go to college, make it at HBCU. So he took us on a tour, a black college tour. We went to North Carolina A&T. We went to Alabama State University, and our last stop was his school, Morehouse, Spelman, and Clark and Leonard type shit. So when I seen that, I'm already on the step team. So when we go to the yard and
That
shit,
be lit. Them niggas out there.
Yeah. I see the alphas, the Q dog. I'm like, damn, nigga, I want to go to college now. You feel me? But after that shit was over with, like I said, I had got involved in some shit like that to where my mama was like, nigga, it ain't gonna work out here for you. Like, nigga, you need to go back to St. Pete with your godparents. Cause she was on some shit like, you need a father figure in the household. And my godparents, like, they was together type shit. Like, they really wanted me, like, they looked at me as a son anyway. So when I went there, nigga, my goddaddy, nigga, he had an Avalanche on some 24s. My godmama, she had the key on some deuces. Like, they looked like Georgia, but they just got good ass jobs, you feel me? Yeah. So my goddaddy like, yeah, you can start driving into school, you feel me? Like, just do good. Just do good. Just do good in school. This is my 11th grade year. Just do good in school. My God, that nigga had the chunk and shit. Like in Florida, we call them chunk, like the big Jesus piece. With the nigga had that. He was like, yeah, you can do all that shit. Just do good in school. Do good in school. So nigga, I'm pulling up to school. Mind you, I've been in Jacksonville from 6th grade to 10th grade.
So now you're a whole different person than they remember you from.
Yeah. They remember me from Little League football, St. Pete Little Devils and shit. So now, nigga, it's 11th grade now. Nigga, I'm pulling up to school. I forgot to tell you this too. So I'm pulling up to school on foes, nigga. Like, niggas think like, damn, this nigga got money. The whole thing I got money. But I'm finna tell you what humbled me, nigga. Nigga, the report card came. Nigga, after the report card came, nigga, all that pulling up on foes, now I'm pulling up in the school bus. So now I ain't like, damn, like, right. Boy, I'm in
nigga, I walk on that.
Yeah, I'm coming, boy. So look, so Christmas. So that was like the first report card. You know, the second report card coming before Christmas type shit. So after the Christmas break, I got my own car. It was my first car, bought Chevy. You feel me? So now I'm pulling up.
How you bought Chevy? Well, you had the Euro front.
Yeah, I had the all white. That bitch was all white. You feel me? Bought straight clean, 87. So, nigga, I pull up in that bitch, and that's when like I realized like, nigga, I got my own wheels now. Like really, really fuck school. You feel me? Like I ain't no point in coming to this bitch. You feel me? So I started skipping school and shit like that. Then that shit just went from down here. Then my 12th grade year, it got worse. So like I say, that's when jail, like, nigga started getting involved. Nigga in and out of jail. I've been to jail 3 times. But prison what really, like, made me get my damn head straight. Because it was like, it's like I'm looking at a nigga who been in this bitch since I was a kid. And then I see niggas coming in this bitch who finna be in this bitch to this nigga age type shit. So it was like, nigga, I ain't trying to live here. Nigga be taking jail for playing shit like, y'all know I be out there bitch like. But that prison shit, nigga.
Ain't no joke. If you don't mind talking, what set you down?
Possession of cocaine, drive without license. No, I'm good. Possession of cocaine, drive without license, violation of probation, and marijuana. Like, it wasn't no shit like that. But I was on probation for an armed robbery charge. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just being a follower, being stupid, young and shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah, your peers.
Yeah.
You're gonna be for all you youngins. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
When you're a teenager, you're gonna be what you hang around. That's just what it is. You
For
gonna
real,
be what you
bro.
hang around.
You gonna be exactly that. And that's exactly what I was.
So then, boom, you went to 12th grade, so then you went to another school. So you stayed in that school out that whole year?
Nah, 12th grade, my 12th grade year, I went to a school called Dixie High School. I enrolled myself in because I was 18 at the time. We got a program called Choice. The schools I wanted to go to was Lakewood or Gibbs, like them the black high schools, you feel me? But they were like, nah, we only got Dixie open. So I went there. That shit only lasted for like 2 weeks because it was like, I'm grown in this bitch. You feel me? You know how like when you get in trouble, you being on your phone in school, the teacher can take your phone and you gotta call your parent to come pick it up type shit. It was like, nigga, you take my phone, I'm picking my shit up at the end of the school. Like, nigga, I'm grown as fuck in this bitch. So it was just like, I dropped out that shit and enrolled and got my GED and shit. I got my GED in like 3 weeks. I was like, that school shit was irrelevant, bro. And now that I look at, now that I'm older, shit, school irrelevant today still. I don't think like the shit they be teaching in the school, like that shit apply. You only really need reading and math really to survive in life.
Yeah.
To me, like know how to read and know how to count.
Yeah.
And it be life experiences that teach you shit anyway. So
school just teach you. You just gotta learn. You just gotta learn the bullshit to learn the real shit.
Yeah.
It just teach you information. It just teach you structure. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It teach you how to get up. It teach you how to move throughout your day. It teach you how to study. It teach you how to do things. You know what I'm saying? That you won't teach, that you won't learn. That's what school for. Like you said, a lot of that shit you really don't learn. Geometry, you do all that shit.
Nigga don't use that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing,
you don't learn
bro.
how to count no checks. You don't learn how to write no check. You don't learn how to start no business.
But I would say English, that like, I fuck with English because it kind of like play a part in how I write my material. Like how like
that English too. Reading, math, and English.
Yeah, niggas just ain't writing like anything. Nigga like that English shit played a major part. For real. I fuck with English.
Nah, for real. Okay, boom. So 2 weeks, you saying fuck the school.
Yeah, 2 weeks, I'm like, fuck school. So that's when I caught my second charge. You feel me? Like possession of cocaine. So I go in jail. I do time. I do another 6 months because each time I went to jail, I always did 6 months. But luckily, it happened like that because when you in jail, like nigga, you don't know when you gonna get out. Like you go to court, they keep pushing your shit back, so now you got to sit in a bit for another 2 months. So thank God, like each time I did, it was just 6 months. So when I go back to jail the second time, I get out 6 months. I do my 6 months, and I get out and I move back to Jacksonville. You feel me? Cause my mom was like, don't move back to St. Pete. You feel me? Move back to Jacksonville. And at this time, nigga, I got a baby on the way. My baby mama pregnant. So my mama, she got me in Jacksonville. Now I'm like 19, 20. She got me in Jacksonville on some trying to go to church and get a job, do the right thing, basically. But it's like, nigga, I got a child on the way. You got me out here, my child wailing in St. Pete, Florida. You feel me? So, nigga, long story short, I dip off on Mom Dukes, like in the middle of the night type shit, catch a Greyhound, back to motherfucking St. Pete. So this how she found out I was down.
You didn't want to go to church.
Yeah, no, look. You read my mind. This is exactly how she found out. Nigga, the next morning, she came back from church. Cause my mama, she wanna know some shit like, oh, get your ass up, you going to church. Like, my door closed, she already like, I ain't going, you feel me? So when she came back from church, she called me, she was like, come outside, help me with these groceries. So I was like, I can't right now, I'm at my cousin Poo-Poo house. So she was like, oh, all right. Then she thought about it, she was like, Poo-Poo? She was like, you in St. Pete? I'm like, yeah, I had to do it, like, you feel me? I ain't wanna just, no, this is what I hit her with. I'm like, I had to be here for my child. Like, you don't want me to be like my daddy, do you? Like, I had to be here. Then she was like, yeah, I understand. Like, this is in May. She was like, yeah, I understand. Just make sure you do the right thing. Don't be fucking with them same niggas. Like, really actually do the right thing for your baby. You feel me? Do the right thing. So, nigga, this is May. August, I'm back in jail. Another 6 months. But this time, the judge like, nigga, I'm tired of seeing you. Like, you going up the road, nigga. Like, you feel me? And luckily, the judge told me, he said, the next time I see you, because my mama got, like, the second time I got reinstated was because of my mama. She came from Jacksonville, and she was like, you know you're on the life. You reinstate his probation, I promise I'm going to take him out your county and bring him back to Jacksonville with me. So on the strength of that, he reinstated my shit. But he was like, if I see you again, then I'm going to give you them 15 years you supposed to get for that robbery charge, you feel me? Because I had got probation because I was a juvenile and all that shit. So, nigga, when I go into, when it's time for me to get sentenced or whatnot, this how I got the 4 years. Nigga, my public defender, because I had a public defender at this time because I ain't had no more lawyer. My people, them exhausted their funds on trying to get me probation on the initial robbery charge, you feel me? So they ain't got no more money for a lawyer. So now I'm in front of this bitch with a public defender. So he come in there, so he like, man, I got some good news and bad news. so I'm like, what's the bad news? He was like, man, they trying to offer you 48 months. So I'm doing the calculation in my head. I'm like, hold on, 48 divided by 12. I'm 4 years? He was like, yeah, I know. I'm like, nigga, where I signed that? Because, like, you don't know what this judge told me if he see me again type shit. So he was like, you sure? I was like, hell yeah. So he go back in there, do his thing. He was like, you want to come in here and say something? I'm like, hell no, I don't want to come in there. Because, you know, at the time, like, nigga, I'm not.
4:15? Yeah, come on with him.
So look, this the thing. So I asked, I'm like, man, what the good news was? He said the good news, they was just trying to push it back for another month. I'm like, nigga, hell nah. You think I'm finna sit in the bed? I'm ready to get my time, go up the road, and nigga come home. And that's exactly what I did. I did my time. And the same day I got released, I left my cell, got on the Greyhound, and moved straight to Texas. And like, I ain't looked back since. Like, I go back home here and there, but it's just like.
What made you choose Texas?
Because my mom was out there. My mom had moved to Texas in 2010. So I did my bid from 2008 to 2012. So she was just like, basically like, when you get out, just come here, help you get on your feet or whatnot. Then like, now my grown ass want to take her advice. Now I'm getting the job and trying to go to church. Trying to go to church, all this shit. So, but yeah, that's what led me like to write. Like I was, when I first got out, you know, every nigga get out of jail want to rap. So nigga, I had a whole folder full of rap. And I got out of prison with like over 400 raps. Like really pursuing that shit. I got videos on YouTube. I really like want to be a rapper type shit. And I always wanted to sign the T.I. Like I ain't want to sign nobody else but that nigga.
Want to sign Tip. It was it.
That's
it. How y'all, when you start rapping in jail, but them niggas beating on their chest or they had it pencil?
Nah, rapping, beating on their chest, beating on the motherfucking desk, doing all type of shit. So, nigga,
okay, let me ask you this. What was it that made you want to get in your first cipher?
Lil Wayne. I just always like before I went in, that's when the Drought 3. Like my 2008 bid before I went in, like my last time going in before I did the print, like that nigga was on the Drought 3. I was like, damn, but it's like nigga. So when
this right after him and Joel drop, I can't feel my face.
Bro, around this time. So nigga, exactly this time that we taking right. I kissed my daddy. I think they fit. Yeah, you nigga, like around this time. So I'm like, boy, this nigga. So then I hear niggas in there trying to spit like this nigga. Like I feel like I'm the ultimate fan. I'm like, nah, this nigga doing it wrong, bro. Like So that shit made me wanna. But I started like putting shit together, bro. Like dictionary, rhyming dictionary, all type of shit.
You got your shit together. You got that firepower together before you jumped in that bit.
Yeah, putting that shit together, bro.
When you first jumped in that bit, what them niggas said?
Keep going.
Hey, you talking about?
Keep going. So when I got out, nigga, that's what made me want to keep writing every day. Like, nigga, I'm writing every day. And I'll never forget it. It was a time of my period. It's crazy how shit come full circle, because it was a time of my period when I was writing raps, and I got tired of writing rap. And I was like, nigga, I'm finna like write some comedy. Like, I'm finna just picture myself on stage and like write 30 minutes.
So you started writing comedy shit while you was in prison.
In prison, but I wasn't thinking nothing of it, because it was just like I got tired of writing music. So I was like, nigga, I want to try something different. I want to see if I can write like some comedy type shit. You feel me? And I was just in that bit writing about roaches and my mama type shit. I don't know what the fuck I was writing, but now that I'm doing comedy now, that shit was lame in a bit what I was writing. Like, I was writing some stupid ass shit.
You remember any
Like,
of it?
I never
Do
seen
you
that
remember
shit.
any of it?
I was just talking about like how roaches was crossing the street to go to their neighbors and play with some shit I was saying, like play with their friends and shit. And I don't know, just some old stupid ass shit.
Did you have some comedians that you was like the same way, like you was looking at Wayne?
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps.
Hell yeah, boy, Mike Epps. But like, that's my favorite comedian. I'm kind of like under their umbrella. Like, we'll get into that. You feel me? But I don't perform with all these niggas. I'm finna perform with Mike Epps this Friday, Savannah, on the No Remorse tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nigga ain't. You feel me?
So what made you? Okay.
Yeah, nigga really actually comedy, man. Like,
What made you transition? What made you say, all right, fuck that rap shit. I'm gonna goddamn start. I'm gonna keep fucking with this goddamn comedy shit.
boom, nigga. 2016, like I say, I was doing the music. I got out 2012. So I was doing music. Like, nigga, I'm going, like I say, nigga, I'm really taking it serious. I'm investing in myself, nigga. I got the Vivo channel, quality videos and shit like that. So I'm putting out little projects and shit. So my last project was called The Best Thing Since Tip. And his Urban Legend cover, I basically like redid the shit. So 2016, he pulled up the Honest Dallas. I know he gonna be there. So I'm waiting like 2.5, like 3 hours out there for this nigga and shit. And it was his birthday. I had this nigga a birthday gift, a little foxtail and shit. Had it in like a nice, cause that's what I was wearing at the time, little foxtails and shit like that. Had it in a nice little case for him, and I had my CD. So when he pulled up, I gave him the CD. First I gave him the gift, and then I was telling him like happy birthday and shit, like thinking that's gonna be my way in. Then I gave the nigga my CD, and he looked at it and he chuckled to himself. He was like, you sure you want me to listen to this? I'm like, hell yeah, nigga, listen to my shit, nigga. So boom, he put the shit down in the back seat with the gift and shit. Then we all walk in the club. So the whole time we in the club, I'm just thinking like, bro, this nigga set my shit in the back seat. So when he get in the car, he gonna see it. Then he probably gonna tell his driver to play that shit. Like, this is what I'm thinking. Bro, this is what I'm thinking in my head.
Yeah.
So I'm like, boom. I'm gonna get this nigga 3 months. I know he gonna call me in 3. I just got the ultimate comment. I'm like, I know this nigga gonna call me. I'm finna be signed with Hustle Gang. Like, I know this nigga gonna call me.
Okay, shit coming true.
Bro, 9 months go by. Nigga, I'm depressed. Like, at this time, like, I'm with my I'm living with my second baby mama type shit. So I'm depressed. So one day I just looked at her, bro. Like, I realized like this nigga ain't gonna never call her. So one day I just looked at her like, bro, I'm finna start talking about your ass. Like, you got me fucked up, like, bitch, like, cause I felt like it was her fault. So I'm like, bitch, I'm finna write some material. Everything we going through, like, you feel me? And I was like, nigga, I'm finna try this comedy shit. Like, the niggas at my job and shit, I'm telling them like, man, I'm finna try this open mic shit. So nigga, I'm calling around different comedy clubs to see like who gonna allow you to be yourself. Cause some comedy clubs, they don't want you to say nigga. They don't want you to say motherfucker. Like, they don't want you talking about pussy and dick and shit like that. So the Arlington Improv was the only motherfucking comedy club that allow you to be yourself.
Listen, Dallas.
Yeah, this in Dallas. Okay. So boom, so when I go in there, I got my material, but I ain't going up. I'm just going to like check this shit out, see how, cause I ain't never been to a comedy show. So I'm just going to check this shit out. So when I go in there and see how many people not getting no laughs, nigga, I'm like, boy, I know I can do this shit, but this shit ain't. Boy, I know I can make somebody in this bitch laugh. So the next week, nigga, I go back. It was October 17, 2017, my first time ever doing stand up. Nigga, I killed that hoe. Then it was just like ever since then, I just been writing and shit. You feel me? So now I'm in the game. Now I'm in the comedy game. You feel me? So now I'm a newbie in the game. Like I guess the old heads, they taking a liking to me and shit. They putting me on the shows. I'm on different flyers here and there and shit. So then that shit had stopped. It was like once you start becoming a threat, like niggas started taking me out their shows or whatnot. Then I became like a Facebook meme nigga. Nigga just on Facebook posting memes all day type shit. So it was like, damn, I gotta figure out what the fuck I want to do with myself. So I had deactivated all my shit, and the little chick I was fucking with at the time, she had got me a new phone. It was the iPhone 6. You feel me? Like, it was an old phone. But I seen, nigga, this how this shit came about. Like, so boom, I seen on the iPhone, it had this app called GarageBand.
Yeah.
You know, that's an app like you make music and shit like that. You feel me? Make beats and all that shit. So I'm always walking around the house just like singing, saying stupid shit to myself anyway. Always remixing songs and shit like that. So I was like, bro, I'm finna start like saying this shit. I'm finna make my beat. Like now I'm tapping back into my music shit. You feel me? I'm like, nah, I'm finna make some beats, nigga. And I'm like all this dumbass shit I be saying. I'm finna just like, nigga, I had the headphones with the little talking part. I'm finna just like put the hook to this bitch. It's just gonna be hooked, and I'm gonna put a video with that shit. So nigga, I deactivated all my social media and shit, and I was like, nigga, I ain't getting back on social media till I got 48. And the reason why I wanted to do this because like when I first got in the game, like I ain't had no direction. Like in the comedy game, like nigga, I just know I wanted to perform. So I used to be listening to the old head. They used to be like, yeah, fuck them internet niggas, them niggas taking the easy way out, them niggas ain't out here grinding and shit like that. So I was on that shit, I like, yeah, nigga, fuck them internet niggas, them niggas ain't in the comedy club, you feel me? Niggas taking the easy way out. So boom. But once I seen I posed as a threat, nah, I'm finna try this internet shit out, you feel me? So boom. Yeah. So I done made my music, I'm making the beats and shit like that. So I told myself like, I don't want to get back on social media till I got 48 of these whole 48 songs, you know, it's just a hook and shit like that, and I'm gonna put the video to them. And the reason why I chose 48 is because when I got back on social media, I want to be able to post one a week for a year straight. You feel me? It's 4 weeks in a month, 12 months, 48. So I like when I get back on social media, nigga, I'm coming back with some product, nigga, for a year straight on y'all ass type shit. When this was on Facebook, like before I got on the Instagram. So nigga, it took me about 2.5, 3 months. So when I get back on Facebook, ain't no warning, like ain't no post like, hey y'all, I'm back, what's up, fool? Like it's just straight work. So the first song in the video was about like, you know, like when females be fucking with a nigga and they break up with us, like we really don't be caring. Like just leave us some money, make sure we straight before we part ways type shit, you feel me? So it's drawing engagement. Everybody like, boy, what the fuck, you feel me? Like nigga, what the shit is? Like this whole kind of jamming though, you feel me? So I never got caught up in the hype. Like the comments and the views and shit like that. Cause I used to always be thinking about like, yeah, nigga, wait the next week. Nigga, I got a whole year of this shit. I'm just thinking like, wait the next week. So the next week come, I drop another video on the song. It was called My Dick Is Too Ashy. You feel me? So people like, nigga, what? Like, you feel me? But it's funny though. Yeah. And that whole catchy, like My Dick Is Too Ashy. You feel me? So long story short, bro, the third week, I'm working night shift. Motherfucking Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. And this is where I used to be making all my music at, you feel me? Like on the job type shit. So one day, nigga, I'm making a song, I'm making a beat, and I just realized, I'm like, bro, I don't never do shit at work. You feel me? Then I started saying that shit, I don't never do shit at work. I don't never do shit at work.
That shit goddamn.
Bro, nigga, I dropped the video because I was like, when I recorded it, I was playing in back, riding up and down the aisles and shit like that. So I like,
all
bro,
the cards, you don't set the phone right
but
now.
This,
dancing in front of this shit.
Mind you, look, this ain't part of the 48. Like I was still continuing to make new shit. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, I'm finna drop this tomorrow, and I'm finna come back to work tomorrow, do a video to this shit. I came back to work with my blanket and a pillow for the props and shit like that. So
That shit was fun as a motherfucker.
boy, I did that video, bro. That whole just took. That was my first time going viral. So now I'm thinking like, what them old heads talking like? You niggas don't know what you niggas talking about, nigga. The internet, where
Y'all old nigga is the reason young
Bro.
niggas don't want to listen to old niggas. Y'all is unks. Y'all not OGs. Y'all unks need to stay out the way.
bro. I'm like, boy, the internet, nigga. This my first time ever going viral. So now it's like, like I said, I never got caught up in the hype. So now it's like the next week come, I post a new video. So my cousin Jarrell, shout out to my cousin Jarrell back home in Florida, St. Pete, Florida. He hit me up. He like, cuz, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, nigga, I'm putting out this work. He was like, hell no, you need to delete that, nigga. This never do. Boy, this the one. Like, nigga, you need to go on because it was just the hooks.
Yeah.
Feel like you need to go on, nigga, tap back in your music, nigga, write a verse. Because people ask like, damn, where we can find the song? Like, nigga, where the song at? So it was like, man, what I was gonna do some old childish comedian shit. I was just gonna loop the hook for 3 minutes and upload it to like all the platforms like TuneCore, so that shit get on all the little streaming platforms. So when people think they finna hear the song, it's just gonna be a little hook for 3 minutes straight. But he was like, nah, you need to take this here, nigga. This the one, boy. This take you up out of here. So I was like, man, all right. So I wrote the verse. Nigga, I sent that shit to him. It won though. Nah, you need to do that over. Like, nigga, it was like, boy, that's the one right there. So boom, we would release the song. So everybody fucking with the song. It putting this bitch up even more now. So everybody feeling the song. So you know, like the masses, they can be so demanding and shit. First it was the video, like the little viral video. Now they wanted the song.
I didn't even know it was a song. I just know the viral video. I didn't even know it was a song.
Nah, that bitch of song and the video, cause they were like, now that we got the song, where the video? We want the video. Where the video? So we got this nigga named Jeff Adair to shoot the video. Like, it's a full music video, quality and everything. You feel me? Like, long story short, bro, I just know this shit finna like, it's finna break generational curses once this whole do pop. Cause this whole gonna last for generations, bro. Like when your kids have grandkids, they gonna be able to relate to it, cause everybody gotta work, bro. And don't nobody do shit at work.
Bro, that shit is the funniest shit. Then you start seeing everybody dance and all that shit.
Oh, it's like over 100,000 people. So how that went, the challenge went. So when the video came out, I was like, damn, I gotta create a challenge now. So
What challenge was out at the time to make you be like, I forgot to do me a challenge now?
I don't know, but I just know challenges was the thing to put
Yeah.
to a song. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I was like, I gotta do a challenge now. So goddamn me, I put the message out there to notice like, man, y'all do a challenge, man. Y'all go to y'all job and shit and just record yourself not doing shit at work to my song. So people was fucking with it. Then that shit kind of died down. So then it had got to the point where I had to go on YouTube and type in people horse playing at work, screen record the shit, then put my song behind it and make it seem like people were still doing the challenge or whatnot. You feel me? So nigga, months go by. Cause that shit had got me a distribution deal and everything. I'm finna be out my contract in June or July. So that's a blessing in the sky. Like you already know how that shit goes. So
Yeah, getting out of contract.
yeah, so boom. Cause I had told the label, I'm like, man, y'all put it on World Star. I got it from there. It's a distribution deal, distribute the motherfucker. Like I told him, like, put the video on World Star, cause the video nigga, he already took all day. That nigga turnaround time, he damn near killed my bud. Nigga took 3-4 months to get the video back. So he don't killed the bud, but thank God the video was so A1, it picked the buzz kind of up. That why I started the challenge, like to create the buzz back. But once that shit started down, it was like, nigga, y'all ain't putting the video on World Star. Like, I'm a comedian. Fuck this music shit. I ain't really trying to be no motherfucking musician. It's back to the comedy skits now in the stand up. So I just like stopped fucking with the song. So 9 months or some shit go by. My homegirl, she hit me up. She like, bro, you getting paid for your song? I'm like, yeah, I'm in a distribution deal and shit like that, but you already know how that shit go. I don't know what's up. I'm like, why, what's up? Cause she was like, it's so many people on TikTok doing like challenges to your song.
Shitload on.
Right, so it was like, damn, it like, that shit fell in my lap. Cause I remember, nigga, I was faking it. Like screen recording people horse playing. I'm like, damn, these real people like doing this shit, you feel me? So at around that time, it was like at 6,000. So right now, like on TikTok, it's like, probably like 68,000 people that did it, and on Instagram, it caught on the Instagram reels. People be doing it on Instagram, so it's like 40-something thousand. So that's why I say like over 100,000 people don't did this challenge, and this shit still growing. It's like one of them. I know when this shit pop, it's gonna have like a big ass effect.
Who the fuck don't know it?
It's a lot of people
shit at work. I don't never do shit at work.
And I know like once people hear that shit be stuck in people's head, bro.
You hear that little dun dun?
Bro, that shit be stuck in people's head.
For real.
I'm finna show
Especially that damn video where you get on that little forklift. That shit funny as hell, man.
Dancing like a motherfucker.
Nah, for real. So ever since then, what was the next thing that you said? Now I'm going back to the comedy thing. Did you still have them videos? Was you still dropping them one videos every week still?
Hell nah, and that's why I was pulling up. Look, I was pulling this garage band. Look, these are the songs I still got.
Yeah.
And that's the fuck my job right there. Like you see how nigga really made that hoe on their phone. You feel me? Like people be thinking I went to a big ass studio and like nigga, I made that shit on my phone.
On my phone was
I had to work. I worked with what I had. You feel me? So. I know like people can do that shit. People that be lazy, you feel me? Like if you really want it, like nigga, you gonna use what you got. Yeah. For real. Like I seen that shit, I'm like, boy, this a whole studio right here, nigga.
He ain't talking about. Nah, he ain't talking about, man. Nah, nigga, we did the same thing we did, boy. Fruit Loop, what this is. Oh shit, you know that
nigga remember Fruit
sounds? Shit, we gonna use this motherfucker then.
Nah, for real, boy, you gotta use what you got.
Nah, for real. So what you got going on now?
I'm doing I'm out here working this circuit.
So let me ask you, hold on, let me start right here, then we'll transition into
Yeah.
What made you move from Dallas to Atlanta?
Cause I just knew like I wasn't gonna get no bigger than what I wasn't gonna pop for what I got going. Cause it ain't like I'm coming to Atlanta like trying to start from the ground type shit. Like I'm just bringing what I already got to Atlanta because I know like it's potential for more people to see it. Like for instance, boom, like 2 months ago, this is when I was living in Dallas. I came out here like, to do a room type shit. Shout out to my girl Erica Duchess. Boosie was in that hoe. Nigga, I fuck around, killed that hoe. Nigga, Boosie invited me. Hey man, come down to Mississippi, come do my little Boosie comedy bag. Desi Banks gonna be on that hoe. You feel me? Just like so. What I'm trying to say, like nothing like that'll happen in Dallas. Ain't no really stars and celebrities coming out and shit to where like nigga you can see one on a Tuesday night, you feel me, and get some shit like an opportunity like that. So that's why I'm like, bro, I gotta go to Atlanta. Matters I'm in Atlanta every night doing this shit. Nigga, son bound to pop. Then I'm starting to come out to my song too, cause at first I wasn't coming out to my song. But people was telling me like when I moved down here, they were telling me, they were like, bro, a lot of people know that song, but they don't know it's you. You need to start coming out to your shit.
Yeah.
Then I started coming out to my shit, so I was like, bro, that with the stand up, feel me? Like I know that shit gonna pop eventually down here. Cause I just know it wasn't gonna happen in Dallas. I had to keep coming down here till I was like, I'm gonna just move down there. Fuck it.
Fuck that shit. Welcome to the A dog.
Yep, appreciate it.
Welcome to the motherfucking A dog. Welcome to the motherfucking A dog.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm in Douglasville, man. I don't want that is not Atlanta, but you I ain't in the A, man. I don't live in Atlanta, man. I live in Douglasville.
Shit. Somebody said, but now with Cameron Zayn dropped the mirror card, man.
I live in Douglasville, man.
Nah, man. Nah, for real, man. For real, man.
But I got a lot of shit coming up, bro.
You still fuck with the music shit?
Hell nah. I'm just working this song. Now, if this song, when this song pop, I know it's gonna like once a nigga pop, nigga got freedom to do what they want. You feel me?
So
like
you can do a little bit.
You feel me? Like I'll probably release the shit out. Like I say, with 48 of them hoes. I ain't nigga fuck my job with the third one. Nigga stop after 3. You feel me? So I probably put them hoes together, put like real verses to them hoes, some shit like that. Yeah. Man. I'm just focused on this stand up, bro.
Shit, without it with TikTok, you don't even gotta put no verses on shit no more, for real.
Yeah, but like if you want them streams, like a real song, like you didn't want people to pray.
Yeah. 30 seconds.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Boy, I want them streams, boy.
Nah, for real.
The streams where it's at.
For real.
That internet shit, that shit crazy how a nigga. I'm really starting to get lost. Like they coming out to NFTs but like I say, like once you once you got freedom to do shit, like nigga, one you would tell yourself like, man, I can go learn this shit, like see what this shit is. But when you on the grind, you ain't got time to be worried about that shit. No motherfucking NFT, like trying to like transition your career
to this new
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. Like,
now
hell,
nigga, keep
like,
grinding.
nigga,
Keep
I'm
dropping
still trying to figure this shit out. Nigga.
Yeah, man, keep doing
That'll make a nigga lost, bro.
It's gonna lead you.
That'll get a nigga lost.
It's gonna lead you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna lead you. You got to go back to that state that you say it is. You know what? I'm gonna goddamn shut out my social media down. Now, don't shut it down, but mentally,
clean.
You gotta shut it down. I'm gonna still post, but I ain't gonna be affected by what the fuck this shit got going on. I'm gonna stay keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Cause I have to go through it too at the same time doing this podcast stuff because it's like everybody want to hear messy shit. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't ask him this? You should have asked him this. Have you ever shot a nigga? Yeah, what it did this. Man, if somebody want to talk about that, they'll talk about it. That ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Then you always got to come with a gimmick with the podcast. You know, I just feel like, man, get what, man? Niggas like listening to real nigga shit, bro. Niggas you find certain shit in everything that you see and watch. This shit like movies. This shit like a book. You know what I'm saying? Nigga watch this shit be like, oh, Shawty did what? Well, you know what? I want to do the comedian shit too, but I'm a rapper, but shit, he did that shit like that shit. Bullshit. I'm gonna start bullshitting my phone.
Yeah.
Now you got another nigga goddamn another content
bro,
creator.
and I hope I inspire somebody to do that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Yeah, nigga. I be wanting to create some content and shit and do all that shit and shit.
Man, nigga, we can do it. Cause all I do is write. Nigga, that skit shit, like, I don't taught myself how to do that shit, like the edit and shit and all that shit, like record and the voiceovers. Cause I remember before I started doing skits, I used to see niggas do video with the voiceover. I'm like, bro, how is niggas doing this shit, bro? Like, bro, how is niggas doing it? Then when I got into this shit and was cause I do my shit in iMovie. I edited my shit in iMovie. Nigga, I seen that little option that said voiceover. I was like, boy, you know how many characters I'm finna be with this voiceover shit, boy. Boy, that unlocked the game.
Murphy, what they had.
Boy, that unlocked the game. Then ever since then, like, I just got more creative with my skits and shit like that. But the stand up, nigga, I'm doing all the skits to prepare my stand up career. Cause that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like, stand up. Like, you can grow old and stand up. As far as like music, like you gotta only a few get to be old in the music shit. That shit like a young man.
Dog. You ain't lying. What do you think is more difficult, coming up with the creating the content for the social media or doing your stand up?
Stand up. Cause with social media, it's like
it's gimmicky. You can just
really with social media, it's like the ending gotta be funny. Like the punchlines, it gotta hit. But with stand up, like nigga, stand up is like really being a rapper because you gotta have the swag, your cadence, your delivery, nigga, your timing.
You gotta be a performer.
Your mannerism, and like, you feel me? Like, far as with the skits, nigga just do that shit over and over. But with stand up, nigga, you only got one take. So that shit be hard. That shit be hard to like come up with material like that you know gonna make these people laugh. You can't do it over like on a video type shit. Nigga, that shit hard writing material, but it don't be hard for me because
you don't train yourself to do it though.
Yeah, I don't think too hard on it. I just think about like what I did in my life, and like I say, I grew up an only child, so I was always left with my imagination. So like that play a big part in my writing skills too, because I can exaggerate the truth, basically. So I love writing, nigga. Like I write jokes every day.
Shit, you started off on that shit, you know what I'm saying? You the reason T.I. ain't signed me, bitch, so I finna get that right back your ass.
Right.
That prepared, that launched your ass into that shit. You kind of started on that shit already without even understanding. You was really starting on that shit.
Right. And what's so crazy, speaking of T.I., 2 Fridays ago, nigga, at Sweet Lounge, I went first. And this nigga came up right behind me and went. Because you know that nigga doing comedy now, so that nigga came up right behind me, too. That nigga actually getting good, too. That nigga getting cold with that shit. He told niggas, too, like, since y'all want me, I'm going to stay, nigga, and I'm going to be great at this shit, watch.
I might start doing stand up too.
Bro, like nigga,
Fuck this shit. Oh, I can start doing stand up.
I'm at the projects tonight.
I might start doing stand up. You might inspire me. I might start doing skits and stand up.
Nah, bro, that shit stand up. Like once you in the game, like it's money in comedy. As far as like the rap game, like it's like when you in rap or in music, it's like you gotta pay for everything. Showcases. You wanna perform here, it's a fee. Like you wanna do this, it's a fee. It's as far as like comedy, nigga. You go for somewhere perform for free, and you kill that hoe. Now you getting paid. You on the road or some shit. That's how it be happening to me. I don't perform with motherfucking D. Ray Davis, Lavelle Crawford, Michael Blaston, Carlos Miller, motherfucking Desi Banks. I be on the road with Mike Else. I get to hit them dates with him because my manager is the son of Mike Epps' manager. So when I be telling, like, when I say, like, nigga, really, like, you doing some shit, but it's just, like, we don't be trying to use their name to, like, you feel me, like, dick ride. Like, we really on some shit, like, we trying to build our own. And he big on showing his pops, like, nigga, I can do this, nigga, you feel me? Because him and Mike, they started out when they was kids. Not kids, but before Mike even had some shit. When they was nigga working just regular job, Mike doing the comedy club, $25 here and there. That's how long him and his pops, you know, been in Mike life. So they like this type of shit. So my manager be on some shit like, nigga, I'm gonna show my dad, nigga, I can do this shit, nigga. I'm the right nigga to do it with too, cause,
Hey, you talking about?
cause nigga, I want this shit bad, but like this all I got, this comedy shit, nigga. I don't really see myself doing anything else.
Nah, for real, man. Nah, man, it's good, man. Dope ass story, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to goddamn be a part of helping you getting that out. You know what I'm saying? So people can watch you and follow your transition as you continue to do this
Appreciate
shit. You know
you,
what
bro.
I'm saying?
Appreciate
and
you.
actually put a face, you know what I'm saying, with that motherfucking song.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nowadays, this shit, I'm gonna tell you, like, it's like being a football player. You can be
With a
good as fuck,
helmet.
everybody know your motherfucking name, everything you do, but you could be standing right here, nigga won't know who the fuck you is.
You got that helmet on.
You know what I'm saying? It's like being a basketball player. Nigga, but everybody get a chance to goddamn see you. You see what I'm saying? And it kind of, when you doing them skits, it kind of be like being a football player.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because people don't get a really chance to see you, especially when everybody start picking up on it. Because it don't take one celebrity or one motherfucker to post it and for that shit to goddamn go big. Then everybody gonna remember that shit from them. They won't even know the person who actually created the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look. Cause I know, nigga, when my video went viral, I ain't know shit about putting my tags on video. So that shit just, it took off without my tag. Bless you, brother.
Appreciate it. Hey, why do people say I bless you?
I don't know, but I'm on some whole other shit, you know. You supposed.
Baby, your heart stop when you sneeze. Huh? They do for real.
People should say I show you.
I bet you can't sneeze with your eyes open. Try it.
Yeah, you can.
Try it. Listen, your heart stops when you sneeze. That's what they say, bless you.
Oh, for real?
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm 50 years old.
Oh, nah, cause that's what
Hold
I'm
on,
asking.
if you
Cause
sneeze-
I be wanting to know why people say that, why they
If
feel
you
like,
sneeze with your eyes open, your heart will stop.
No, listen. When you sneeze already, your heart stops as is. I say, try to sneeze with your eyes open. Watch what happens. That shit gonna strain the fuck out your eyeballs. Try to
Nah.
If you've been there, try to in your life. Try it now.
hell no.
Yeah,
I ain't fucking with that shit.
Wait, you say that, watch what
Hell
happens.
nah, nigga, I blink when I'm talking. So
Really,
what the fuck I want to hold my eyes when I'm sneezing, folks?
Really? Hell no.
Your heart stops as when you sneeze.
Oh no, for real. OG said they say that because your heart stop when you sneeze.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My wife worked in the medical field, and she said it's true. So I'm gonna say that's what it is. So if your heart stop, that's why they say bless you. God bless you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people, especially when you come from a black family, you just say stuff that your
Right,
mama and your
right,
grandmama
right,
say.
right.
You don't know why the hell you really be
Right,
saying it for real.
right,
For real.
exactly.
You should be saying it.
Exactly.
Chronicles of a Black Family.
Nigga be
That what
saying.
you might need to do a Chronicles of a Black Family.
Nigga be saying anything, boy.
Yeah, they
That
do.
too much. Nigga believe in anything.
I don't tell you, man.
Not till you get older though. Nigga be seeking their own truth, and then you try to tell your parents about, y'all, you satanic, get that demonic shit out. Like, nigga,
Yeah,
you drinking the blood. Nah, I ain't gonna get in that.
yeah.
You feel me?
Nah, yeah, it real.
That shit real. Like motherfuckers don't understand. Like you probably been here before.
Yeah.
You got Ed Bays and shit like heavily mates, all type of shit. You
that shit for real.
Yeah.
That shit for real, for real.
So
Man, tell everybody where they can follow you at, dog.
Y'all follow me on Instagram at Calimar White. That's CALIMAR_white. That's all really I'm on. I'm just on Instagram, man. Follow me on Instagram. Do the challenge, the fuck my job, never do shit at work challenge. Make sure y'all do that challenge, man. I'm telling you. Man, people getting millions of views off that shit.
I'm gonna do one right there, motherfucker. Land on the table and shit. I'm gonna have the sign sit sideways.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. I'm gonna post that hoe too.
Yeah, you
That
talking
hoe
about,
gonna
huh?
go
Huh?
up.
Sure did. Look. That's how Calimar shoot. That's how Calimar shot. Bang, hold on. Let me get some gunshot. Let me talk some gunshot, man. Let me duck for these motherfuckers, man. Let me duck for these motherfuckers.
That was the punchline.
Yeah, you talking about that's a big punchline, ain't it?
Cause I'm like, when you did one nigga, why I ain't seen it? Then nigga, when you ain't pressed record.
Hey, you talking about for real? That's what I was saying. I did one for real already. Had me fucked up. Hey, you talking about?
That nigga said,
Nah, for real,
press
man.
record.
Appreciate you for coming out, dog.
Yeah, man, appreciate you having me too, man.
For real, for real.
In the Partments.
They in the apartment, man. Hey, with that being said, man, it's your boy Parlay. We in the apartment with Parlay. Meet me in the Partments.